Tiffany, and I'm here to do Free Tarot Friday for you. It is the 26th of February, which means we're almost into March. We have a big full moon tomorrow. It's actually like late night tonight, so 2 a.m. I think around that hour, the witching hours, we'll experience a full moon. So a lot of us are feeling that kind of familiar sense of urgency, that familiar emotional tide, right? So the moon is a real thing, right? The rising and fall of the oceanic tides, same thing is going on in our own emotional body. So being aware of the cosmos just helps us be on good behavior and it helps us map an optimal path forward. So if you haven't had a chance to check out the March astrology yet, in numerology, kind of a big reward. It's not going to be the kind of shock that we had in February. It is a different kind of a vibe, but there are some high highs and some low lows ahead. And knowing that that five energy this whole year can have us feel scattered and pulled in a lot of different directions. And so looking into March, looking into the month ahead, um, just knowing that we're probably, I'm shuffling down here is what I'm looking at. Hi guys, good to see you. Just knowing that we're probably going to experience a little bit of a roller coaster, and that roller coasters can be fun and exciting, and they can also feel scary, even when we know that we're safe and that everything's okay, right? So, preparing ourselves for the month ahead. Also, for just preparing ourselves for the weekend with a fun tarot reading. This is entertainment, it's just for fun. But let's reach out into the field of infinite wisdom, the field of unconditional love, where all things are possible, and just start to get a clear reading for everybody in the zodiac. So, first, starting with Aries, let's clear the deck for Aries. Clearing the deck for Aries and just seeing what it is our Aries friends need to hear for the month of March, for the weekend, just the weekend ahead. What do we got for Aries? Okay, first of all, we have the Five of Cups. All right, and so this can be some regret. This can feel like a hangover, an emotional hangover. We also have the Page of Wands. It's almost like you're feeling punished for trying something new. You know what I mean? But don't worry, Aries, you're going to get your wish. It's going to be okay. You're not actually being punished. People aren't driving their cars at you in traffic, right? They're just driving their cars. So there's nothing to worry about. Everybody's doing their own thing. You are too, right, Aries? Like you got your own thing going on. So just don't worry if you're starting to feel like you made the wrong step, or that you can't get ahead, or that you got set back a little bit. Don't worry, Aries. Things are going to be just fine. Just stay on your own mat, okay? I did bring along an extra deck here for everybody to have a gift from the Raphael healing deck. So a message of healing for our Aries friends. Let's just see what they need to hear. This is a card about increased energy, all right? So asking for divine energy for our Aries friends. And let's clear the deck for Taurus. Just see what the weekend looks like for our Taurus friends. Some clear advice that helps them gain confidence on the weekend ahead. Clearing for Taurus. All right, we get the Justice card reversed and next to the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting mix, So I would say look for a change of fate. These are two heavy cards. They're right in the middle of the deck. There's 21 cards in the major arcana. We'll learn all about that if you're taking my course at McLennan Community College here starting in March. But the 21 cards of the major arcana, the 10 is the midway point, and it's represented here with the Wheel of Fortune. So halfway through in some regards, right? We're halfway through the major arcana. We're at a turning point. We've collected lessons and data, and we're ready to go forward in a new way. The Justice card reversed, to me it feels like there's similar to the Aries reading. It's like something just feels a little bit unfair, and like staying out of other people's business. Like they're gonna get their own karma, and we're just gonna roll the dice in your karma, staying focused on taking a chance on you and not other people, places, or things. Like how can I beat my best score or lift heavier than I did yesterday, right? Like just making sure that we're not judging ourselves, but like we're trying to improve ourselves based on where we are, not where somebody else is what I'm getting for you guys, Taurus. A little message of healing for Taurus, please. Okay. Let's see, fresh air. So breathing deeper, breathing easier, getting outside, turning on your air filter, breathing easier. What does it mean for you, Taurus, to actually relax and take a sigh of relief? All right, let's clear the deck for Gemini and see what our Gemini friends need to hear for the weekend. All right, clearing for Gemini. Okay, what does our Geminis need to hear? The Sun. Things are going your way. It may not necessarily feel like it, but things are going your way as long as you take the appropriate amount of alone time and do some self-reflection and then come back and do it differently. You know, it's like a little bit of alone time goes a long way for you this weekend, Gemini, and try to approach things differently than you've ever approached them before. This is like the dawning of your life. You know what I mean? Like this is the sun rising. Your fullest vitality is possible as long as you slow down and take the time it takes to take care of your mind, body, and spirit. You know, all of it equally balanced together. Yours, you and you alone, not you as a mother, not you as a father, not you as a teacher or firefighter or role player, you as a spirit. You know what I mean? So take the time it takes and then come back refreshed. You know, you're gonna get a whole new idea, a whole new lease on life is ahead of you. That's a very positive read for our Geminis. If any of the Geminis needed something to look forward to, that's it. Don't overdo it. Take some time for yourself. All right, clearing for a healing message for Gemini. Forgiveness heals. So knowing that in some area of life that it's time to forgive yourself or others in exchange for peace and health. You know, I'm choosing forgiveness proactively for my own peace and health, right? Like great mantra for all of us, but that was for our special little Geminis, right? All right, let's clear for Cancer. Let's clear the deck for Cancer and just see what it is that are, hi everybody, I see you. Thank you for coming. Let's clear the deck for Cancer and see what they need to hear for the weekend ahead. All right, clearing now for our Cancer friends. Two of Swords. All right, so we know what that means. And we've got a Two of Cups here, very interesting, and a Queen of Swords reversed. I'm still going. Okay. All right, so guys, look, the twos are about decisions, and you got two of them, and so you do have a decision to make. The Two of Swords is a tough decision. It's one that comes at a cost. It's one where not both people can win. You know what I mean? It's one where you don't get to have all of it. It's like a tough decision, and you have to leave something behind. Now, this is a Two of Cups, and so this is a relationship, and so I do feel like there's a relationship decision being made, or that it would be wise to make one, you know. And it looks like some of you guys are being pretty harsh, being pretty critical. The Queen of Swords upright is somebody who's decisive, who's concise, who lays out the expectations clearly so that everybody can win, right? And then she gets out of the way. When it's reversed like this, she has been kind of harsh-tongued after the fact. It's like when you have a boss that tells you to do something but not how to do it, and then you get in trouble because you weren't doing it right. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of a thing. So I don't know if you have somebody in your life that's treating you that way, or if you're treating other people that way, but it looks like the expectations have not been set up clearly for success, and it's causing relationship issues. Again, this idea of emotional hangover, here we are again, and is it ever going to change? And so the change has to start with you, Cancer, right? So let's get a healing message for our Cancers watching. Do more research. Now, every Cancer I know does a healthy amount of research, all right? So what are we going to research this time? Our own behavior, you know, our own decision-making process, right? So it says, please lead me clearly and gently to the information that I need to know for my well-being. Please give me the courage to be assertive as I take charge of my own needs, right? Cool. So my own needs, not the needs of everybody else. Cancers are great caregivers and easy to get looped into over worry for their partner, because this was a partnership reading, right? All right. After Cancer comes Leo. Let's clear the deck for Leo and just get a clear message for any Leos watching. That was the worst shuffle. So pitiful. Let me try again here. All right. All right, clearing for Leo. Guys, a full moon tonight. You could set your cards out, you could set your crystals or your plants out and get some full moon mojo. All right. This is one of my favorite full moons of the year, the one tonight. All right, let's clear for Leo. Two of Cups, we're still in relationship zone. All right. Not unusual for us to get the same message throughout. So, relationship issue having to do with a sense of security and helplessness. You know, this idea that we've got some learned helplessness going on in one of our partnerships or one of our close relationships. So, knowing that this is a message of love, right? That we all deserve more unconditional love, not less. That you do get your wish, but that we need to be self-supporting. And sometimes we're not self-supporting when there's an enabler, right? And so both sides of the fence here. So either you're enabling somebody else or you're being enabled to act poorly, to not be confident and secure in your own skin, to not be self-supporting, so let's just be really careful as we go into the weekend, Leo, and know that, yeah, there's some relationship issues. And is there a theme around learned helplessness? Is there a theme around not being able to do it by yourself? Is there a theme that somebody else is basically controlling you with whatever, insert topic? And so can you step out of that unhealthy dynamic, right? The Ten of Wands is reversed here. Can we step out of that unhealthy dynamic and choose to be self-sufficient and loving coming from our own center, right? Instead of like acting based on what other people are doing and then doing this like chameleon dance thing. And so it may not be you. It may be for all the other Leos out there, all right? But maybe you're acting that way, or maybe somebody's acting that way towards you. And I guess that's the message that needed to come through. I'm just the messenger, right? All right, a message of healing for Leo. Thank you for laughing with me, guys. All right. Good night's sleep. So get lots of rest this weekend, Leo. Don't overdo it, of course. Find time to relax and sleep deeply. Trust that you're being divinely guided, that you're healing, that you're going through night school as you dream. Record your dreams. Know that you're safely, that you're protected while you're sleeping, that you're safe. And see what your messages, your dreams have to offer. Often it's not about the people that are in them, it's just about what they represent to you, right? So what does a bear represent to you? Very different than what it represents to me, right? All right, let's clear the deck for Virgo. Okay, cool. Clearing for Virgo. Seeing what information our Virgo friends need to hear for the weekend. Okay, thank you. Clearing for Virgo. All right. Looks like maybe a little bit of cabin fever, maybe a little bit of being stir crazy. I'll start here with the Hermit Reversed. And so it's like, yeah, you've been alone for a really long time, or you're feeling secluded, or you're feeling like ready to get out of the house and celebrate a little bit, like you're ready to be with people and to like go to birthday night. You know what I mean? Like you're ready to go out and party a little bit. And so that's the general feeling. It's like, what can you do? Can you set up a Zoom? Like, where are you in the world in terms of safety precautions with COVID? What can you do to feel connected to your community this weekend, Virgo? It looks like you don't feel like there's a lot of choices, so make an option. Make a choice, make an option, get something together, host an online event, call some old friends, like set yourself up to feel connected to your community, Virgo. It just feels like it's time for a little bit of connection. Now clearing for a healing card for Virgo. Sunlight. All right, so getting the benefits of sunlight. So this could be more vitamin D in your diet. It could be just getting outside and breathing the fresh air. It could be visualizing the sunrise and the sunset, you know, working with sun magic, working with solar magic. If you guys were part of our runes class recently, the runes didn't have a moon rune, they had a sun rune. All right, interesting. So we're all focused on the moon and is it full or what phase is it in, but the ancients were really looking at the sun and the sun god. And so Virgo, a message from the sun and the solar healing rays is for you. All right, let's clear the deck for Libra. Let's clear the deck for Libra. See what our Libra friends need to hear for clarity and confidence and peace for their weekend ahead. Message coming up for our Libras. All right. The Star card, I love it. And the Chariot. Beautiful. Awesome weekend reading for you Libras. We got the Seven of Coins reversed. All right, so some things have felt uprooted, you know, but you're shining and you're winning and you're taking that and you're making lemonade out of lemons, so to speak. The Star card is not only about rising to the occasion of your life and being your best self and acting from your highest place of service. It's about shining through dark places. You know what I mean? And so this is, I always look at this as Aquarius because she's holding 2 jugs of water, the water bearer, right? But with the Seven of Coins reversed, I know that it hasn't been easy. You know, I know that it hasn't been easy to rise and shine, but you're doing it. So go forward. You know, this is, Chariot is about motion. So be moving forward in some area of your life. That's the best I can tell you from this reading, you know, without getting into the specifics. And you know, I love getting into the specifics with you guys. So if you want to book a reading with me, I would love to get juicier with you. But for now, let's just get a healing message about Libras that are going forward, charging on. Let's see what it is that they need to hear. All right, they need a little bit of exercise. Okay, so staying involved with your exercise routine this weekend, Libra, is going to be critical to your overall well-being. I'll put it like that. So finding some exercise that fits your schedule, your interests, your budget, you know, something new in the exercise realm, or just sticking to a routine is going to be beneficial. So flex some muscles this weekend, Libra. And don't sweat it. You know, whatever you're worried about, just don't sweat it. Just work out instead and let the energy come out through your workout instead of spilling out onto other people, right? After Libra comes Scorpio. Let's clear the deck for our Scorpio friends and just see what our Scorps need to hear this weekend. All right, clearing the deck for Scorpio. A lot of people got the Strength card in my readings this week. A lot of people. And the Strength card it has the infinity symbol, which is like the 8 on its side. So knowing that we're going into this month of March being an 8 month in numerology, and that so many people got the Strength card, which is the 8 on its side, I just feel like a lot of us are going to be tapping into our inner strength throughout the month of March and making healthy choices, you know? All right, so clearing for Scorpio. 6 of Cups reversed, Lovers reversed, and the Hierophant right there. We've got the Ace of Wands, all right, very nice, and the Moon. Okay, so some unknown things going on with your relationship, Scorpios. The 6 of Cups reversed, you know, this is like somebody that you know, a blast from the past, a childhood friend, nostalgia. When it's upside down like this, it's more like, do you have some hidden enemies, or is there somebody from the past that's you're not getting along with? You know, those type of things. It's just, is somebody being stingy? Is somebody not being very generous? Is it you? You know what I mean? Are you being stingy? All right, so with your love, right, the 6 of Cups, are you just a little unplugged right now? We do have the Lovers reversed, knowing that this is probably a relationship issue for a lot of the Scorpios watching. You know, your intimate partners, your business partnerships, the people that you're closest to. Knowing, is somebody just being like a little cut off or not feeling plugged into the full amount of love and energy available between the two of you. We do have the Hierophant here, so this is a card that I often relate to marriage and spiritual devotion. All right, so are you cut off from that which you are spiritually devoted to? And often, you know, the Lovers card comes up and we like they're naked, you know, like we like for it to be about the other, like the juicy relationship. But sometimes it's about the relationship you have with yourself, with your higher power, with your creator. And that's the one that if all of the relationships are showing you one thing in life, that's the one that you need to work on mending. Unfortunately, you can do that through a process of creativity, right? So if things are kind of wonky in relationships right now, stop, pause, look at your relationship with God, basically do something new. There's a lot that's unknown right now. So can you have a new behavior? Can you have a new approach? Can you have a new attitude? Can you have a new relationship with yourself? You know, one way of interpreting it. You got the cards, you can interpret it differently. Other Scorpios out there. And all my love to everybody who does interpret it differently, because you teach me things and I learn. We're constantly learning and evolving, right? We're constantly learning new stuff. All right, clearing for Scorpios for healing message. Okay, we've got sunlight as well. So it is not sunny here. It is pretty gray right now. And so, how can you get sunlight when there's no sun? Look into sun gazing safely, carefully, getting more vitamin D into your diet, visualizing the sun expanding over your skin, you know, remembering what that feels like. Those are ways you can incorporate sun medicine. All right, clearing now for Sag. Let's see what our cards have to say for our Sagittarius. Sagittarii? I don't know. Let's see what the cards have to say for Sag. Okay. Special messages, also relationships. The devil. All right, so the devil. And we get the world. All right, so things are going well, but they got to get worse before they get better. Okay, Sagittarius. So we're talking about a loving relationship, a significant relationship going on in your life, and just showing you, you know, some things that you might not want to see. You know, this is our demons. You know, that things crop up. Are sometimes that we have our worst behavior with the people that we love the most, right? And so knowing that we're overcoming some kind of relationship addiction, relationship issue that has really been plaguing us for a while. We get the world card here. That means it's all going to be okay. You know, you're coming to an end cycle with something that has been very painful in terms of relationships. Thank God. And now what? Now we're going to grow with the Three of Coins reversed. This is working on your mastery. This is working on your best life. This is working on collegiate level thinking. You know, this is pulling from your collegiate years and turning it into some masterpiece, right? So very good reading overall here. And let's clear for a message of healing from our Sages, for our Sages that are overcoming some kind of relationship grief and turmoil and just focusing on, you know, their best life, really. Clearing for them. Caffeine free. All right. So honoring the natural rhythms of your body without chemicals, right? All right. So try that one on for size. And let's move into our Capricorns. Let's clear the deck for Capricorns. Clearing for Caps. Okay. We get the Hermit Reversed. So some of that cabin fever comes back. Almost the same exact reading as our Virgos for Capricorns. So the earth signs getting the same message. Feeling that sense of urgency, that sense that a lack of connection, and wanting to plug back into some kind of community or group in some way. The Queen of Cups reversed, so Capricorn feeling a little bit sad about this, but knowing that you have the power to change it. You know, maybe there's some buyer's remorse going on, maybe there's some unexpected expenses, but you can do it. You know, I know that you've been facing some financial challenges that maybe have been upsetting to you. Here we've got the Queen of Cups reversed, but knowing that the best medicine for you this weekend is to take care of yourself by plugging into a community and asking for some help, asking for some support. Not going to fit every Capricorn, But take what you want and leave the rest. Listen for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, and see if you can get some extra information that way. All right, for Capricorn. Acceptance is going to be key. All right, so acceptance, that knowing that everything is going in the right direction, that things are going in the right direction, Capricorn. Don't worry, we're just going to accept life on life's terms, aren't we? Right? That's all we can do if we want to live in honesty and truth and clarity, right? All right, so let's clear for Aquarius. Clearing for Aquarius, seeing what kind of divine guidance Aquarius needs for the months ahead, for the weekend ahead for Aquarius. Seven of Wands jumps out. All right, a tendency to be self-reliant, to do it all by yourself, to not ask for help and just kind of be flying on your own for a minute. So working solo over the weekend is an option for you, Aquarius. Some follow-up here. We've got the Three of Wands. So, and still you yearn, you know what I mean? It's like you're still kind of wondering what it might be like if. We do have the Six of Coins here, so I know that you've either recently made a large investment or you're about to, and it's a good investment because it's one where your dreams are coming true. You know, you're investing in yourself, and if you're not investing in yourself, here is your clue to Aquarius. Invest in yourself. Don't worry about the what ifs or what it could be. A lot of times I see Aquarius that won't make a decision because they're worried about missing out, or they're worried about like the other possibilities, you know. This idea that life is a choose your own adventure means that you could choose the wrong thing. Well, you can't choose the wrong thing, Aquarius. So go forward with your dreams and goals and give yourself the freedom that those dreams and goals might change. That's okay. Don't get stuck on it. But spend the time yourself doing whatever it is you need to do, ironing out your finances, or ironing out your how else can I say it? Basically, get yourself alone time so that you can get really clear on what it is that you're investing in. Okay? Got it? Sound good to my Aquarius friends? All right, let's clear for a healing message for you guys. All right, clear for a healing message for you guys. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. So it's like the Mayday card. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you need help healing a certain situation, call upon some assistance, call upon some divine healing, and then get out of the way, basically, you know. That's all. That's all. All right, let's clear for Pisces. Let's just clear the deck for Pisces. I want to hear some divine inspiration, a cosmic message so that the Pisces feel seen and heard from the unseen world. Let's clear the deck for Pisces. All right, clearing for Pisces. All right, the Lovers reversed. So a lot of people on the Hierophant. All right, a lot of people, Pisces and Scorpio, getting the same messages here. Kind of having some relationship upsets and feeling like you can't really do much about it. You know, feeling helpless. That sense of learned helplessness is what seems to be pervasive right here. Yeah, this is like we got 2 5s in a row, Pisces, and so I'm just gonna say stay out of it. Don't argue with the people that you love. Let some time pass. Get a different perspective. You know, take a citrine bath. Go to sleep. You know what I mean? Disrupt the energy by pausing. It looks like there's just some confusion and some feeling like so helpless, and specifically in terms of your significant relationship or your relationship that you're having with God, which is very mystical. And not all readers will go there with you, but this is my interpretation, so you can take it or leave it. And let's clear up this deck and get a healing message for our Pisces. Something that would help them this weekend to gain clarity and confidence. It says laughter is the best medicine. So finding humor in the situation. Like maybe we don't have to be so dark and sad and intense about stuff. Like maybe it can just be like hilarious. And if you need a trigger, my friend Elodie pointed out there's a clip from, oh my gosh, I can't think of it, Tom Hanks laughing in a movie that I haven't seen called The Money Pit. Good job, Tiffany. So his laughter in The Money Pit, if you Google that, like Tom Hanks Money Pit laugh, you can't help but laugh. Like that will trigger you into laughter and laughing convulsions, and when you think about it, you can't help but smile and start to laugh, because it's that kind of laugh where like nothing else can go wrong. Like it's all so crazy, and so you just have to let go and laugh, and that laughter changes the energy around it, and so that's good medicine for all of us. But let me get one last card reading here for everybody watching. If you just didn't feel like it connected earlier, maybe this will do it for all of us. Prayer works, it says. All right, so asking for help, and hearing and answering prayers and feeling heard and seen by the unseen world. And then for our other deck, yeah, this Page of Wands. We're 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 different now, you know, and so we have different territory. We're in unknown territory, right? So not like don't forget to bring your creator into your calendar, into your ideas, into your day. Right? We got this message about prayer and taking a different tactic, right? Taking a different approach. So you'll know how to translate that for yourself. But if you want some help, please book a session with me or any of the intuitives at Wise Skies. The forecast is up at wiseskiescollective.com. The March podcast and YouTube video is out. I love your feedback. I'd love to hear how things are going for you. If this has been helpful to you and you're inclined to be able to tip, I receive through Venmo and PayPal. The links are in the description of the video. Thank you for those who have been able to keep us going. I really appreciate it. Deep from my heart to yours. And so for those of you who can't, I appreciate it when you just do something nice for somebody else. And that can be as simple as just not arguing. You know what I mean? So it can be as simple as opening the door. It can be as simple as checking on somebody and saying, hey, I love you. You know, you're on my mind today. All right, guys. So this has been another fun Free Tarot Friday. Thank you so much for hanging out with me over here at Wise Skies. I look forward to connecting with you. If anybody wants to take some classes, I'm teaching through a community college, and the links are at wiseskiescollective.com on the classes page. We're also offering Zoom workshops for anybody that wants to increase their psychic development, skills around astrology and tarot are what we specialize in, but we've had lots of fun guest teachers, and my heart goes out to all of you. So until we can hang out again, namaste.